Hey guys, this is Gilbert here from Dev7 Studios, the creator of Chip, and I'm just going to give a quick demo of what Chip is and what it does, and then go through some of the installation instructions to install Chip. But first of all, this is what you get when you install Chip. This is a billing page that we have set up in our Laravel app. This is a working Laravel default setup app, and we've literally just installed Chip. And of course, Chip helps you create this SaaS billing UI, as it were, and by giving you these components that allow your users to manage their subscription billing. So we can go ahead and fill in our billing information. I should explain that this all actually works. This is all already hooked up to Stripe, and the back end's powered by Laravel Cashier. So this all works, and it's fairly simple to install, and it just works. So this is us subscribing to a plan, and you can see now that we're successfully subscribed. We can change our plan if we want to upgrade or downgrade to a different plan, and of course Stripe handles all of the proration that's involved in all of these things, and the generating of invoices and all that kind of thing. We can also cancel our subscription if a user, for whatever reason, wants to cancel. They can do it easily, and it'll handle the grace period that happens between when they cancel and when their actual billing subscription expires. And so you'll see this notice, and it'll tell them when it's due to expire. And of course, in that time, they can resume their subscription as well. And of course, you can also update your billing details if you needed to, and look at your invoices and see all that kind of thing. So that's a quick demo of what Chip is and what it looks like. And next we'll move on to how to install Chip in your Laravel application. So let's get going and start installing Chip. So before we do anything, there's some prerequisites that we need to have fulfilled before we get going with Chip. So the first is that obviously you need to have Laravel set up. So you need to have a Laravel application up and running. And the second is that you need to have installed Laravel Cashier, as Chip uses Cashier to handle all of the back-end processing that we do with Stripe. So Cashier needs to be installed before we can install Chip. So I've done that. I've already got a Laravel site up and running with Cashier installed. So we're just going to go ahead and start installing Chip now. So first things first, we need to install the package. I'm just going to do that just now. And once that's installed, we then need to add the service provider to our config app.php file. So we need to go in here and add our service provider to make sure that that Laravel can load the Chip code. Next, we need to have our Stripe keys configured in our .env file. As I've already configured Cashier, this is already done, so I'm just going to skip this step just now. And then we're also going to then just use this command to publish the Chip config file. And I'll show you that in a second. And what that does is that it has a couple of settings that we're going to use for our plans and for our billing. The first is this billing route setting, which defines where the route to your billing page in your app. And then secondly, it has this array of plans with details like an ID, name and price, etc. And this should all just be replicated from what you've already defined in Stripe. So your plan should already have been created in Stripe, and this is just the details here that we're replicating. So once we've done that, that's it for the back-end stuff. Next, we need to tweak the webpacks.mix config to tell Laravel Mix where to find the Chip components so that it can compile them. So we're just going to go ahead and add this webpack config And that just tells Laravel Mix to resolve certain modules from different directories. And so we've added a couple of directories there. So that's fine. And the final part for the front end code is literally just to require the chip bootstrap file in the app.js file. So we're just going to do that and head on over and add that there. And then we can actually compile our assets. Now we can run npm run dev or prod or whatever it is that you run here. And then one final step that we have to do is to add this yield tag to the layouts file that Laravel comes with. This is just a hook basically that allows Chip to insert some scripts into the page when it needs to. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that in our app.blade file. And that's us actually. That's Chip installed. That's all there is to it. So as the docs say, we should now be able to visit the billing route in our Laravel app and see the billing page. Let's head on over and do that. Just to explain, I've already set up Laravel with the artisan make auth command and registered a user, and this is the dashboard that you normally see. And so if I now enter the billing route, and now we should see our billing page, and that's all there is to it. That's Chip. So hope you enjoy it, guys. Thanks.